thinks of you quite a bit. He really does. He doesn't like the fact that you're still hurting, and he at times might feel that he's paying for someone else's mistake. Okay. So here's what I see when it comes to this Capricorn. And as you know, you trust what I say. Okay. And only because the predictions I've done to you in the past have already been aligned with what it is now in your life. There is a female in his life that he's going to see here in the next, as of now, in the next 15 days, I feel. He has been in communication with this woman before, because we saw it in the first spread. It is a woman that has either been divorced or is in process of divorcing someone. It's a woman that it is not happy with her situation. It is someone that he talks to every now and then. I feel that he considers this woman a friend, okay? So they might talk to each other. Maybe in the past they had something to do with each other, but they maintain that friendship kind of zone thing. It can even be one of the baby mothers here that it is not happy in such environment. I feel that there's a person from his past that wants to come back to his life, okay? And it's gonna cause a bit of debate here in his own self, in his own emotions, because he only desires a friend environment toward this female. And I feel that this woman for some reason wants or proceeds more with him. He does not desire that at this time with this woman. I do feel that there are two in particular females that will come about, not now, but in the near future, probably at the end of the year, that want to have some type of intimacy with him. Again, we do see the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising female. But in his work environment, if he gets to travel at the end of the year, he's going to meet someone here. I don't know if he's doing like a photo shoot or something like that. Anyhow, and there's this female here. We see a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising here. And yes, the woman is attractive, and he sees that the woman is attractive. But this woman will hit on him, plain and simple, literally hit on him. And she acquires or desires intimacy with him. Now, if things don't improve, there's something in here that he's sensing or telling me, the energy, if things don't improve, because he's good right now with the relationship with you, but he wants more. He wants that stable relationship to be affirmed, okay? And I feel that he wants something within this to improve. What has he told you lately that he wants some improvement in, or to see something move forward, okay? Because I feel that he might feel that he's giving in and doing everything that you ask, and it's still not enough for you. And so he might feel drained in reference to this relationship later on. And he might feel that he's trying everything that possibly he can, and he still can't get what he wants with you. And so in the moment of despair, or in the moment of wanting to be or desiring to have what he wants with you, he might have a weak moment and probably pay attention to this other female, okay? I don't feel that he's intimate with anybody. I don't feel that he desires intimacy with anybody else but you. But there comes a moment in time when someone says, I've had enough, I've tried enough, I did all I could. And this could be him eventually. Now, you yourself could be saying that, but because this is his reading, I feel it comes from him, okay? And let me just say this is not to put fear on you. Having to predict this, it also tells me that this is your choice how you want to manipulate this energy. Again, do your best that you can in order to save this relationship. And if the universe allows you to save it, it will be saved. Because again, you've learning your lessons, right? And you're learning what the mistakes are. So and I feel that these are not major problems or situations in a relationship. These are wake-up calls, because certain things are, he's only going to say yes ma'am to certain things for a while now, and eventually he's going to say, but I've already done what you asked me to do. I've already showed you this and this and that. And see, this is not about showing you. This is about him being who he is with you. So he still has to be comfortable with you and your environment. And he still should be able to talk to females without having to fear that you're going to accuse him, right? So, and unfortunately, that's not going to happen in that environment that quick and that soon because of your past. So it's a baby step. And again, once you decide to either go to therapy, you can decide to have it implement certain rules to that effect also. And normally when you go to therapy, they do say that, they implement rules and stuff like that for couples, okay? To each his own. Normally when couples come to me in spiritual therapy, I listen to them individually, and then after analyzing individually, I come about and bring both couples in, and I have open communication to hear them out both, and then we get in a line ourselves what it is that they need, okay? But in this situation, let me just say this: if you are taking medication, please be advised. I don't suggest medication, especially for depressive and so far. But if you have been taking them, then continue doing so. But if you have not, then find healing through the spiritual realm, because that is the best way. You have to trust and love yourself and know that you'll be guided through that, and that you will be lifted no matter what through that. Any hurdles that come on to you, you'll be able to face them straight on because of your spiritual healing. Medication, what it does is just prolongs the situation. It puts a stop on it. It puts a hold on it. We're putting on hold the source of it when we take that medicine, right? But eventually it's gonna wear out the medicine, and then whatever you put on hold there is gonna come out again, because it has not been fixed. It's just put time out on it. It has not been fixed. It has not been resolved. So therefore you need therapy, right? But science and science, spiritual is totally different. The therapy has to be spiritual. The therapy has to be self-change, self-love, self-learn, and self-lesson. So it's totally different. If we find the issue and the circumstances of what's causing us, then once we do that, we have to change that, or we have to withdraw from that, from what's hurting us. So in your standards, you withdraw from that relationship, because if not, you would have been drained. You would have drained yourself. You would have committed suicide. You would have done who knows what. So you took what was hurting you out of your way, right? But because due to the years and so far, you still have it in your spiritual form. Physically, you detach, but spiritually, you have not. So those are the things that you have to align yourself with and change. Okay, so that's what I call spiritual therapy. Okay, and I hope that helped you. Now, I feel that Capricorn here will intend to want to again be stable with you. That is his goal. There is no one in line but you, but that's also causing him some type of sleepless nights. He thinks a lot about that. He thinks that that it might even take a while. Yes, he's happy in the home environment with you, and he loves that. He likes that nurturing environment when it comes to you. But it again, like we've talked about earlier, there are always other people out there, to invade our privacy, negative energies, like we have these two women here. I do not see him, and I'm going to specify, I do not see him being intimate with anybody. Okay? We still have the energy of the predictions of someone coming along. It might be when he's out traveling. It might even be that person that he has communicated with, that it's a friend to, that he will be going toward that woman's house here. So if he's doing like let's say for example, if he has clients that he has to meet at home or something to that effect, I'm not specific on what he does for a living here, but even though you explained it, but what I'm sensing is that he out working, multitasking, and he's out visiting this person, this client. Now, he does not expect to have any kind of contact with this female, but I feel that it's almost like they're throwing themselves at him. Okay. There will be 2 attempts of 2 females that will want to have intimacy with him, plain and simple. Okay? It's what I see. I do not see him having intimacy, so therefore it may happen as we are now looking at 3 months before the year is over. He wants to maintain the relationship with you. He wants to uplift the relationship with you. He thinks about building a family with you, building and hopefully having a child with you. It's what he desires, is to build a home and environment with you. Okay. And I feel that he does talk to the children that he has, the mother. There's one of those mothers that would like to get back with him. Okay. Believe me, he might say no right now, but the intentions are one of those. If he has 2 children, one of those mothers wants a child with, wants to renew the relationship. I feel that this woman have been in and out of his life. This woman that they have a child with. I feel that every now and then they slept together. Like he would date other people and so forth, but he will come back to her and sleep with her every now and then. You know, like hit it and quit it. And I feel that this woman, she has a bitter sweetness into her, that she feels that a bit jealous of you, that you're happy and he's happy, and maybe he talks about you quite a bit to people here. And so therefore I feel that eventually she's going to want to have that with him. Okay. It's these energies of women that are coming to him, not him going to them. Okay. That's what I see. So we have here, and I did not look at what the sign was of I don't know why I pick it up his energy here. There's a piece of Scorpio, Cancer, Someone rising male in your environment. If you have not talked to this person, I feel that this person is going to want to contact you again. And it can be your ex, okay? It's someone from your past, only to cause you more headaches and more dramas. Pick a fight, pick an argument of some kind. So if it happens, wear off the energy. Do not let it get to you. Do not even answer the phone. Do not even communicate. There's nothing to talk about. Your children are grown, right? And so therefore, but he might want to talk about something that happened within the benefits or something to that effect. Okay, just an excuse, I feel. I feel that this Capricorn is going through a in a near here, an announcement here that there's a family member that it will be ill. Okay. Concerned because it is someone that he cares for and loves quite dear. It might be a father figure or a mother figure. Okay. I'm going to look at the Capricorn again. Angels, lead me to go ahead and show me with the truth and light me with the truth. What is it that I need to know here when it comes to Let's see. We're going to look at a Capricorn again, okay? He does not like the fact that you don't want to be married. He might say what he says, but truth of the matter is, if it goes on this way, he might feel that it's not gonna go where he desires to go with it. Okay. It's going to be a big conflict here between you and him. You might even know this Earth female, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. This is the third spread, so we're looking in here within 3 to 6 months or 9 months even. But sometimes, according to the energies, could even be sooner, including weeks or 3 months. He does wants to marry you. That's a given. And I think that he's going to start having some struggles because it's not going to take place, or he is going to want to say if it does not happen by the end of this year or so, then it will never happen, and I'm losing my chances here. Okay, he might start thinking that. Also, what I would tell you this here, because we still see him in the stable relationship, he still wants to be in your life. He still wants to be living with you, having that union with you. But I feel there's some conflict within himself. There's going to be another woman that's going to come in the picture here eventually. He does not want to cheat on you. That's also given, because yes, he's in love with you, but I feel that he can only hold on for so much to let you adjust to everything, okay? To the new change, the new environment, to learn to trust him. I feel that that trust issue is going to be a tremendous issue in the relationship. And I feel that he's going to say, you trust me or you don't eventually. I am not so-and-so. I am not so-and-so. Like he will literally tell you that he's not the person that hurt you or so far. And I feel that this other female is coming into the picture here. It might be because he feels not appreciated enough, or not given the credit that he deserves, or so he feels. Okay. I don't feel that he wants intimacy. It's almost, and I'm going to tell you this, it's almost like I feel that he will have intimacy with someone that he does not desire to have intimacy with. It's almost like he's in the moment, like he's out somewhere. I don't know if he drinks. I don't know if he gets high. And he's out doing this, and he just happened to have it. It's not because he desires to have it. You know, it's like, it's a regretful situation here that he will do. And more so because his energy is telling me so. So it can be a one-time thing that may happen here for him. We're looking at after 3 weeks from this time. It can be sometime after May into the end of the year here. But his energy is the energy of not wanting to have to do with anybody. Okay, so I feel that this person is going to push it toward that level. Yes, he finds attraction to this woman, or he works with this woman, but to his desire, there's nothing to have. Okay, so he might be tricked or drawn to it. Okay. When I tell you what I've told you, it's something that you can find something to work on. If you keep an eye on him, you might even kind of get the picture of who this person is. Okay. As long as you have this understanding with him and an open communication, you should be fine. I tell you that. Okay. Now, but really, in his mind right now, it's about focusing the relationship with you. It's about keeping this union with you and wanting to be affirmed with it and wanting to be stable with it. And he does wants to marry you. But The longer that you let it slip by, the longer he's going to say, okay, you know what, then I don't want to be married anymore. So when you want it, he might not even want it, because he's going to realize that it's best off the way it is if you keep it this way. Okay. I feel that there is someone that is coming in here for you. Again, we have that water sign that is coming in and out, that wants to find a way to communicate with you. But we also have a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising here as well. I don't know necessarily what you do for work or where you go out to work, but like I said, I feel that your energy is very appealing, very attractive, and the energy is of desiring to want to be hold. You know what I mean? I feel like men, when they meet you, they want to just hold you. They want to hug you. You know, they want to be your provider or someone to take care of. You know, in a way it's good, but in a way it's not, because then it what it is you're getting is a father figure and not a partnership, right? um so when it comes to the Capricorn here, I want he's thinking that maybe what it is, and he will be in this mode, that maybe what it is that not only are you hurt by what this person has done to you in the past, but possibly you could still have some feelings toward this person in the past, you know. Because men can think that way. They can think that not only you're trying to get over the pain and suffering that this person gave you, but you're trying to get over the fact that you still care for that person. There is a co-worker or someone that he works with. It's a female that is very attracted to him. That person does like him quite a bit. I don't know how he sees this woman on a regular basis, but someone that has a crush on him for quite a while. You know, and I could possibly tell you that he had some intimacy with someone that he worked with. And so it's still there in stagnation with that person. Um, and I feel that they kept their work environment at professional, but they still have that sexual appeal to them, you know. So I feel, and again, in this energy, what I feel that it's from the woman toward him, not him toward them. I don't see him having intimacy. I don't see him desiring to want to be intimate with someone, but he has that moment in time that it can happen, I feel. And it is what it is, because I can literally say precisely, you know, to people he's cheating and all these things. But from him, what I pick up is reluctant to do so. Reluctant to cheat, reluctant to do so, reluctant to pay attention to other people. Okay. He sometimes finds that you are cold with him. And the thing about it is that you probably are. You might not think so, but you probably are, because uh, the way you let your other relationship, fear and whatnot, you didn't know how to express your feelings or your ways of being or the way of feeling towards someone. So that is one of the ways that you knew of, right? That you acted, or that you could possibly say, you know, it without wanting to. It's how you come out, right? Um, and it can be that you are showing a bit cold shoulder to him, and you might want to be lenient toward that. Okay. Again, like I say, you need to give you or the best that you can of you toward this relationship, toward this person. So you've moved number of steps toward refining this relationship. And I feel that you can refine it if you decide to stay or be engaged. Okay. Um, and then that will give him a more sense of security in the relationship, because just living with someone, it's not necessarily a security. It just means, okay, we're here together. But you know, because I will tell you this much, you know, when you stay living with someone, eventually the energy of wanting to be married wears out because you already got used to everything. You already done whatever it is that you've done. You know each other's ins and outs and so far, so you think. But and so therefore, marriage is not necessarily inexistent. So this could happen here eventually if you prolong the situation. I understand why you don't want it. He's trying to understand why you don't want it. And even though he says, I understand, no, he does not. He's trying to understand you. But I understand where you're coming from. And I understand that you need more time to heal from that. Okay? But the longer, as a Cancer, the longer you prolong the situation, the longer you stay in stagnation, you're going to drown. And as you decided to step forward into this relationship, then you might want to decide to take a leap of faith also into, if it works, fine. If it doesn't, fine. Do you know what I mean? Because now you're more open to what's ahead, I feel. So knowing that, you will be more prepared if he were to do something that you do not like. You are more prepared. Aligned. Hey, write a contract, if you will. It's not unheard of. So if you cheat on me, this is what you're going to do, and this is what I'm going to charge you. If you do this, why not? It's a new century now. Look all the changes that we're having. It's going to happen eventually. It's about securing you, right? I'm just saying, it's up to you. But you got to be more open to the circumstances, and your fears might lead you to walk away from something that someone wants to be more unstable with you. Okay, so I would suggest that keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay, if he brings up again the marriage, you might want to decide to open up and be engaged and keep it like that for at least a year if you choose to. Okay, you're young, you still have a long way. So if you decide to marry this person later on, but if you keep it this way, he might decide to, you know what, we're good as we are. We don't even need to be married later on. There's someone that was married and is coming away, is coming into his life. Someone that was living or married to someone. That's what I'm sensing there. Someone is coming back around. So thank you, angels, that they haven't shown me with the truth, along with the truth. Let us see here. Okay, we're gonna see. Let's see, what can I pick up here for this person? Angels, leaders of the heavens. Let's see the Capricorn here. Angels, leaders of the heavens. Thank you. What is it that I need to see here? Okay. Yes. So there is someone that is coming out of a broken relationship here, that is making herself known to him. He does not want this. He does not want it. But it just depends on you, how you're going to perceive this. Okay? How you conduct yourself. Because this woman was married, and I feel that she's getting out of that. And he does not want anything to do with this woman necessarily. But later on, he might just be a little naive about the situation and trust that they're only friends or whatever it is that they have between themselves, and might decide to take that leap of faith there. Okay. Now that woman, yes, absolutely. So that woman might even be that Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising that we saw earlier. It's someone he already knows. I don't sense that he's cheating. I just feel that this woman he has kept communication with one way or the other. And this woman is coming out of a bad relationship or marriage or something to that effect. And whoever it is that they were staying with. And to his surprise, this woman is wanting to be with him. And just like, notice that they haven't shown me the truth. Not me the truth is the to know. Now this is for you, Cancer. Who's going through a divorce? Who's going through a divorce? You're a divorce. So who's going through a divorce? There's someone going through a divorce here. It's plain and simple. Someone is going through a divorce. Someone is wants to go back to someone that they were with in some type of stable relationship here. Okay. You are blocking yourself because you're saying that you're not wanting a marriage. If you keep it that way, it's going to be hard to keep a good, stable relationship with the person you have with you, because he's not going to feel like he belongs in the relationship. He's going to start feel like he's done everything that he can possibly do for you, and still be not where he wants to be in the relationship. You know what I mean? And I feel that it's going to cause a lot of friction between you and him, inadvertently. Like, say, yeah, stop smiling at each other, you know, like, say you stop being lovey-dovey, you know, or he does. Okay. And that's because he's intuitively he's not seeing the next step in the relationship. So as a Capricorn, when he's ready to settle, basically. And I know that he can be all that he can be with you right now, but he needs something to move forward, or he needs some type of security that it's going to move forward. Okay. Because I see this hold on the relationship, and the fact is that it's more negative in your spread here than his. So I feel that this is coming from you. I don't want to marry him and then have to divorce him again, you know, having to be a second divorcee again. You know what I mean? I feel that this is what you're saying to yourself, and I'm not sure if you even told him that or will be. And so he understands, but he also wants you to understand where he's coming from, and say, I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to treat you better, you know. Right. And so, let's see here.